everybody. This is Rebecca Jane from yogawithrebeccajane.com. Welcome to this 30-minute practice. So this class is called Sacred Pause Flow. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a continuous flow, no breaks. Obviously, you can take a break. We'll be doing a lot of vinyasa, so it's more like a vinyasa class. When you say vinyasa, it means it incorporates, it's just flowing consistently, but also that when we say vinyasa, we usually mean the planks, to the cobras, then downward facing dog, that last piece of it. You can at some point say, well, it's too much. I'm going to sit back in child's pose, or I'll stay in a downward facing dog. At any point that you want to eliminate, stay in a downward facing dog. We're also doing the fallen star, which we'll be working towards. It's almost the end of the class. A little sequence with a fallen star pigeon pose. And then we're going to come right into a warrior 3. Okay, so it takes a little bit of balance, but it's fun. So, it's different and it is fun. It's different, which is great. So we're going to sit for just a moment. We're not here too long. We're just going to kind of place our hands on our thighs. Let's start to pause and sit. Let the eyes close. Bring your head over the pelvis. Jerry liked this class. He said it was really good. He got a little sweaty, which was a good sign. And let's start to deepen the breath. The most important thing is Ujjayi breath. There's lots of yogic breaths, lots of different types of breathing exercises, but this is the kind of like the base, the foundation is the Ujjayi breath, inhaling and exhaling. Let's lean forward. Let's do a few circles. Let's do some Sufi circles. Let's go to the right. Make these circles yours, big, small, medium. Just let yourself go. And let's reverse these circles. So even when we're moving, there's this awareness. And when we do flows or sun salutation sequences, you can kind of get into a zone where you're not paying attention. You're in your head. You know how to do this. Well, I want you to stay in the body with the breath. Let's come back up nice and tall. Let's reach the arms up to the sky. Let's take hold of your left wrist with that thumb and index finger of that right and spin the palm up. Gently pull up onto that left arm, pull it gently, and then over to the right. And you could turn your head, look towards your left arm or to the ground. You decide what your neck needs. Maybe there's a little bit of movement. And then lift back up, and let's just take hold of the right wrist this time. Spin the palm upwards. Press into a mat as if you're pressing into the ceiling above you. Stretch, and then take an inhale. And then exhale, stretch to the left. Feeling into that body, that achy body. If you don't have one, you're lucky, because I'm very achy. And then lower the hands down from the class I did yesterday. Okay, I'm coming off of my blanket, and we're going to slide onto our hands and knees, feet towards the end of the mat, and we're going to start. We're not going to stay too long in child's pose. We're going to take an inhale and then slither forward through your cow stretch and lift your heart up into your upward facing dog variation, knees down. And then exhale, press back through the cat into your child's pose. Let's do a few more sets. Try and make this seamless. It might be a little bit clunky at first, but allow it to feel like it's your body is one. Sometimes we don't feel that way. We feel like our legs are separate from our hips, maybe from our upper body. They're like walking around with legs, and upper body's walking around on its own or floating. Head is definitely on its own. So we want to get to bring the whole body together in unison. Let's take one more press down into child's. Let's meet into child's pose. Knees can be together or slight or wide if you'd like, if you want to open up the hips. And you're going to keep your left arm nice and long, and you'll slide that right arm underneath your left arm. Come onto that right shoulder. And left arm stretches forward as if there's something you have to grab hold of. Can't quite get. And then walk your left fingers to the right. And then bring your bottom can be touching those heels. A different variation of thread the needle. And then slide your left hand back, and then unthread that right arm. And this time the right arm slides forward. Left arm threads underneath the right. Come onto your left shoulder, left side of your head. And those right fingertips are going to walk a little to the left, or as far forward as what's comfortable, and left arm stretches away. Let the breath flow in and out. And then gently slide your left arm back, reach the arms forward, come onto all fours. Curling toes under, press up, downward facing dog. We're going to do a few sets of spinal waves. You can do this on your knees or from your downward dog. Bend your knees and shoot forward as if you're shooting through a cannon into plank. And then bend your knees and then float back into your downward facing dog, letting the heels press down the knees. Straighten. Some of us might have to bend those knees. Let's do that again. Bend your knees, then shoot forward. Bend the knees and press back to downward facing dog. Let's do a few more sets. Try and make this seamless as well. Knees bent, shoot, bend, and then come back up. One more set. Bend, or do your own thing. Create your own spinal wave. And eventually coming back into downward facing dog. Meeting here. Pausing and breathing, stretching through those arms, broadening that upper back. And then let's take a little saunter to the front of the mat as we begin our flow. Bend the knees. Lift all the way up to standing into Tadasana. So we're not going to take we're going to keep going until we come to that sequence of the fallen star. Reach the arms up to the sky. Let the hands float to your heart. Let's inhale, reach arms up to the sky. Circle them up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward bend. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, step right foot back, left foot back, downward facing dog. No vinyasas yet, no planks at this point. Right leg reaches back behind you. Step right foot to right thumb. Then step left foot forward. Exhale. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling forward fold. Inhale, sweep arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, step left foot back, right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts behind you. Exhale, step left foot to left thumb, right foot next to left foot. Exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. You're going to feel the heart beginning to race. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway. This time, exhale, step right foot back, left foot back, plank. Inhale and exhale, lower down, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin. Inhaling, cobra. Exhaling, pressing back up, back down, lifting into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches to the sky. Step right foot forward, left foot forward. Inhaling, halfway. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, reach arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, this time reach the arms up, sit down into chair. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway. Exhale, step right foot back. Runner's lunge. Lift through the chest, lift through the heart. Exhale, press back into plank. Take an inhale and exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, lower down, press up into plank, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, step right foot to right thumb, runner's lunge. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, step left foot forward. Inhaling into chair. Exhale, lift up into your Tadasana, hands to heart. Inhale, reach arms up. Let's come into a gentle back bend. Exhale, float down, forward bend. Inhaling, halfway. This time, exhale, step right foot back, lower right knee down. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky. Bring the palms together above the head, then bring the hands behind the head so your elbows are open. And then fingers are either pointing back, or if you can bring them downward, that just enhances the stretch in the armpits, breathing in. And the chest, the collarbone. Lower hands to the ground. Step back into plank. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. You cannot do vinyasas. If you've done enough, then come into child's pose or downward facing dog. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Curl toes under, lift back up into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale and exhale, step right foot to right thumb. Lower your left knee down. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky. Bring the palms together, bend the elbows, bring the hands behind the head. Fingers pointing back or down. Breathing in and breathing out. So the thumbs are touching your neck. Oh, this is such a beautiful stretch. Exhale, lower hands to the ground. Step left foot forward. Exhale, inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms sweep up to the sky. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway. This time, exhale, step right foot back, high lunge. Lifting up nice and tall. First getting those feet in the correct position and then sweeping arms up to the sky. Bringing the palms together. Let's do those hands, prayer hands behind the head. Take those fingers back or down. Open the elbows a little bit more this time. Peel open that heart, breathing in and breathing out. Lower the hands to the ground. Step back into plank.
Exhale, lower down, chaturanga.
Inhaling cobra or upward facing dog.
Exhale, lower down. Take a deep breath in, lift back up into plank. So a little bit of a power class today, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, step right foot to right thumb. Lifting up into your high lunge. Taking your hands up to the sky. Bringing the palms together, then behind the head. Spin those fingers back or down. Take a deep breath in maybe and go deeper into that front leg. Little bounce and then peel that chest open. Open up those elbows, breathing deeply. And then take an inhale and exhale, lower the hands to the ground. Step left foot forward. Inhaling halfway. Exhaling forward fold. Inhale, arms sweep to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. This time taking a pause, breathing in and breathing out. Gently open the eyes. Let's inhale, sweep arms up to the sky. This time let the hands come together and float down the center of the body. Moving, getting your energy all the way, getting your body tingling with energy. Forward bend. You can open the feet hip distance or maybe wider. Whatever, what feels best for you. Hands behind your shins or maybe on the heels. Cup those heels. Take a deep breath in. Tailbone lifts to the sky. Those with back issues, bend the knees. Those that are really tight in the hamstrings, bend the knees. Take your tailbone, lift it upwards, drop your head. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then gently release the hands from the legs. Let's step back, downward facing dog. So now we're going to do our sequence, the falling star. Bring your feet together. Take your right leg, reach it to the sky. Hips are squared to the ground, and then that right knee bends and sweep it to your left elbow, so across your body, and then shoot that right leg out to the side. Come onto the outer edge of that right foot. I think you're missing my right foot, and then roll onto the inner edge of your left foot and arm. The left arm lifts and open it back. Pause here, breathing in. You can always lower that right knee down if this is just, whoa, too much. And then lower that left hand down. So now your hands are next to each other. And I want you to slide your right knee inside your right wrist. And we're going to come into pigeon. Walk your left leg to the right just a little bit. Come onto those fingertips. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, sink your hips to the ground. Lift your heart forward. Take a little lower. Come on down onto your forearms. Take a pause here. You can either come onto the forearms. Maybe you can reach your arms forward with those prayer arms and foreheads on the ground. Ujjayi breath, inhale and exhale. And then walk your hands back underneath your shoulders, lifting back up. Listen closely. Come onto that right hip. Shift onto that right hip and swing your left leg forward. So you're in this kind of shape where the left leg is in front of the right, and you're going to either without hands or with the help of your hands, you're going to lift up, left leg being your standing leg, and then right leg reaches back behind you. How graceful was that for you? Now you could stay with the fingertips on the ground, bend those knees, or come up into your warrior three with the arms reaching back or hands at your hips, hands at heart. And then lower that right foot down behind you, not too far. You're prepared for pyramid. This is where you might need your blocks, so you can take your hands on your shins or thighs, and then take a deep breath in. Bend your left knee. Some of us, they will stay bent, and then gently start to straighten your left leg. Either your chest is telescoping towards your foot so the back is straight, or fold over. Let your head drop. Breathing in and breathing out. And then rebend your left leg, curl the back, press into that right foot, and you're going to take your left leg, swing it up to the sky. We're going to do the other side. So now it's your left leg. Bend your left knee. Cross it over your body to your right elbow. Take a pause. And then shoot it out to the right. Come on to the outer edge of your left foot, inner edge of your right foot. Take a deep breath in, fallen star. Reach that right arm up and bring it back slightly. Power move. Holding and breathing. It's okay to shake. Take your right hand next to your left and slide your left knee inside your right wrist. Your right leg walks to the left a little bit into pigeon. Coming onto those fingertips, take a deep breath in. Let the hips, the pelvis sink to the ground. Maybe 2 little sways of the head. And then coming down onto forearms. That might be where you stay. Some of us might be able to bring the hands into prayer. Above their head, not above the head, but forward. I suppose you could do that, but we're not doing that today. Or yet. We've already done enough. And then gently walk your hands back towards you. And then shift onto your left hip and swing your right leg forward. So some of us can easily lift up. For whatever reason, I need assistance. This is years of doing yoga. I don't know why. Maybe it's fear. So what you're going to do is lift up. Your right leg is your standing leg. And from here, you're going to lift your left leg behind you. Fingertips on the ground to start. Then you might stay there, or you might lift up into your warrior 3. Hands next to your sides, fingers pointing back or reaching backwards. You can bring your hands on your hips, which is quite nice because then you can kind of sense, is your left hip higher than your right? Or hands at heart. And then lower your left foot down. Open that right foot out a little bit. Bend your right knee and fold over that front leg, either with blocks, hands on shins, fingers on ground. Lift up through the chest. Take your tailbone, lift it a little bit more so that it has an anterior tilt. And then fold over that right leg. Breathing deeply. That little sequence I really like. It's challenging, but there's stretches involved. And then from here, step back, downward facing dog. Both feet on the ground. Come onto your knees. And then let's sit on our heels. Let's just take a moment to reflect, to pause. Closing the eyes, feeling the body. And then gently flutter the eyelids open. Come onto your right hip, and then let's swing our legs forward. We're going to ease ourselves onto our backs. And you're going to stretch through the arms, stretch through the legs. Arching that back, flexing those feet. Kind of getting into all these little crevices that have been worked. Nice stretch. The hip bones, this outer hips. Hug your knees into your chest. If you'd like to do a twisted root for spinal twist, take your right leg, cross it over your left. Maybe scoot that right foot underneath your left. That's a maybe. Not all of us can do that, and we have knee issues. Or just stack your legs on top of each other. Arms out to the sides, turn your gaze to the right. So no matter what's happening in your body, no matter what you're going through, you can always modify anything we do. Which is the beauty of yoga. So if you're not well, you do less. Like you don't do a vinyasa. Rolling onto your back, uncrossing that right leg. If you're in twisted root, hug your knees into your chest. And then twist. If you did the one side, do the other. Left leg twist over the right, and then drop your legs to the right. Arms out to the sides, turn the gaze to the left. Sacred pause flow. It is a sacred moment, a sacred 30 minutes. Time on your mat, that's your sacred space. Time to connect with you, your body, your mind, your spirit. Rolling onto your back again, give yourself a hug. And then extend your left foot to the left corner, right to the right. And just take for these next few minutes just to be. Settling into this beautiful, beautiful Shavasana. Resting peacefully. And you stay where you are. I will come up to seal the practice. You could stay longer, or maybe you have something you need to do, so you could come up. The beauty of doing it online is that you could do whatever you like, right? There's nobody watching. You have this space and time that's yours to do what feels just right for you, that's best for you. So what a class, moving with breath consistently, creating this energetic flow through the body. All the 7 chakras are now mostly open, at least the lower levels are. And as I bring my hands in front of my heart, I hope you enjoyed this class. If you did, thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe. Have a wonderful day, enjoy, and I will see you soon. Namaste.